I'm here, talking to you from the rainforest Amazon jungle, which is up in the northeast of Peru. My name is Ejfa33 Lopez, a Peruvian woman. I am 58 years old. Actually, I would say that I am a medicine woman and an activist, because I totally believe that if we don't care about Mother Earth, if we don't care about the wonderful beings that Creator and Mother Earth, gave birth, who knows about the future of the humanity? After 30 years of working deep and very hard, deep into the Amazon jungle, I am coming up to you because I have a very important message to share with you. And whatever situation, whatever condition we are facing right now, we have to keep, our faith, our hope related to be, a better human beings. I did, my studies in Lima, capital of Peru, related to anthropology and sociology studies, which is great. I was training by, incredible intellectual mentors, over there for 6 years. And then I decided to go back to my lineage, my roots, which was, first in the Amazon jungle and then up in the Andes, where I was working full time with elders, women, children, in developing projects related to sustainability and community conservation, as well as, gender and opportunities to get a qualified education for indigenous children. If I won't follow my philosophy, if I won't follow my belief system, which is totally connected to the spirits of the Mother Earth, to the spirits of the jungle, to the spirits of the mountains, all of them, like, other cultures call, ancestors, we call it spirits. So the spirits of my ancestry, the spirits of the mountains, the spirits of the Amazon jungle, all of them inspire me to continue and keep going in my way, in my path, in a way that I always bring back the necessity to reconnect with our own spiritual being, which I believe that everyone has one deep inside of us. And I can understand for several reasons that probably more than 60% of the human population all over the world don't apply, and they are not connected anymore to their spiritual, presence, to their spiritual human being, because they are lost, because they forgot, because they decided to follow, the intellectual system of being, the intellectual way of get, the goals, the materialism around them. But not in my case, I am so proud of my roots. I am so proud of my ancestors because, and of course, I am so proud of my elders, men and women, because all thanks to them, I keep, up my balance related to mix and work and combine and move, constantly in these three dimensions, the spiritual dimension, the intellectual dimension, and the physical dimension, but no separate. It's just, the three of them are totally articulated to us. but we have to keep, working so hard in order to not forget where is located, the real balance of human beings. So my philosophy is my spiritual world. My philosophy is the philosophy of my ancestors. My philosophy of being a human being is just being a servant of Mother Earth, you know. And of course, I also add, all of these incredible intellectual skills that my intellectual mentors gave to me when I was studying, the university in Lima, Peru. Of course, I use them. I use them in a way that I can contact you, that I can communicate with you with another totally different, strange language, but trying to pass the information, trying to communicate with this new language that I carry into my heart, that I carry into my head, and especially that I found out deep into myself, in my spiritual, body, in my spiritual sense of life. So I guess I am a result of multiple dimensions, at the present time, the past time, and ahead, in the near future. I'm actually living in the rainforest Amazon is the destruction of the forest, which I am not saying that your forests or your oceans, I don't care. No, I do. But I am totally scared about the future of human beings. If we are constantly cutting the trees, destroying the ecosystems, cut the trees means, kill other wonderful human beings that, other beautiful and wonderful beings that represent, trees, plants, animals, rivers. And so I would say that even that probably 50% of the scientific approach don't agree with me, but I'm saying that if we are continuously destroying the Amazon, the rainforest Amazon, if we are continuously, polluted the oceans and the rivers, if we are cutting down and, explode the mountains, regarding or searching, minerals, I would say that the end of our humanity evolution is over, it's done, and so I am very critique, in terms of how the national Latin Americans and world, national governments are directing, the economy, because all of them, based in the full exploitation of natural resources, and they don't care. They don't really care about us. They don't really care about anything. It's just, profit. It's just getting, control of everything. It's getting control of people, resources, intelligence, and everything. So I would say that climate change is not only a particular issue that is related or concerned to sensitive people like us. I would say that this, catastrophic way of living and exploiting resources are, putting us and pushing us in a way that we are almost, you know, laying down and getting, you know, the cliff where no more chance, no more ability to do anything, because, you know, we cannot transform anything if we are constantly destroying, you know, Mother Earth. We are constantly destroying natural resources. So what is the point? You know, what is the goal of, you know, rich and poor countries? You know, following that kind of economical philosophy. You know, it creates some really disgusting position, you know, in my heart, because I cannot tolerate, especially because I see every single day the destruction of Mother Earth, you know, the destruction of the rainforest Amazon, not only for big and huge corporations, if not for drug traffickers, you know, coca plantations and gold miners and, you know, oil, gas, multinational corporations, and poor people too. You know, it's just because they don't have any other ability to do something in their own places. So they come, you know, here, they come out, you know, and left their places and come here to the rainforest Amazon and start to destroy and cut down every single tree without any sensitivity, without any sense of comprehension that we are, you know, galloping, you know, quickly to every destruction, you know, to the end. And I wonder about the future generations. I wonder about not only about indigenous people, about us, about your children, my children, your grandchildren, my grandchildren. Probably they won't see anything. All of these wonderful trees behind me, probably they will watch, you know, on some kind of serial television. And it's so sad. It is so sad. So I don't really understand why humans' behaviors are so, I don't know, crazy in terms of being individualistic, selfish. You know, I don't know. I don't understand why. It's why we persist in destroying Mother Nature. So climate change it's really heat and going on really heat here in the Amazon jungle. You know, you don't have idea, my dear friends, how the destruction is constantly galloping here. I do my prayers, I do my work, I do my commitment, very passionate, and I do all my dialogues and meetings and phone calls and going there to talk to the national and local authorities and talk to the leaders in my villages and talk to people like you and say, hey, we need to do something more, my darling, because I don't know, in 10 years, who knows about the future? You know, just trying to be less selfish, just trying to be less individualistic, just trying to be more humble, more active, more present. Millions of people are down. Millions of people, including mine, here in Peru, are only watching television and sitting on the couch and just watching television and tick tock, the the iPhones, the cellular phones, and just going to through Facebook and WhatsApp. And but when you watch at them and see what is their commitment, in order to evolve and do something for themselves, I only see, most of the time, I would say 80%, that it's just they consume and eat and just garbage. The system feeds people in a way that the beast, the system, cut off their soul. In a way that the system, excludes and eat their soul. And without soul, they are not aware anymore. They lose the sense of life. I mean, the real life. They lose the real connection to one another. They are incapable to do something real, something sensitive, something aware of what's going on, and so I would say just be present, be less selfish, be less individualistic, and relearn again to share, relearn again to be in community, to support each other, not only helping in terms of extending my hand and say, oh, please give me your money, give me something. No, it's just, standing up and moving out there with dignity, with respect, and with love and compassion. But nobody respects each other. It's done, I'm saying, 70% or 80% of human beings are totally lost the sense of humanity, which is very scary, because if we don't pay attention about what's going on right now, especially in this particular time of the virus, in this particular time of pandemic, the COVID-19, if we tend to be so, scary and fears out there everywhere, and say, oh my God, I lose my money, I lose my job, I lose everything, oh, my car, my house, blah, blah, blah. So who cares? If climate change is galloping intensively in a way that we don't have more, winter times. We don't have, these beautiful rains here in the rainforest Amazon every single day. We don't. So who cares about the car? Who cares about the house? Who cares about your expensive and fancy trip? Who cares? If climate change is taking us to the cliff. So what is the point? So I'm saying, dear friends, we need to relearn. We need to be more, I don't know, more, what is the right way to do or to say this in English? More empathic, more sensitive, more respectful. And we can do it. when we watch, you know, the news on or when we meet some important, you know, politician, we are very respectful, you know, and giving all of these manners to them. Why not? We do, and we use the same manners to Mother Earth. What is the point? So something is wrong. Something is really wrong, my dear friends. So we need to stop right away in order to get some hope to move out there and be part of a real transformation. Right now, right here, you and me, as a community, as a global community, in your place, in my place, in our place. People in general, I mean, people not only in Peru or in South America or the US or Europe, I mean, everywhere, Africa, Asia. People know about, you know, what's going on with climate change, what's going on with the rainforest Amazon, what's going on with the oceans, with the rivers, with the mountains, everywhere. But still, I do this reflection in terms of how citizens like myself, I mean, a simple, regular human being, a woman, as a citizen, how I can help to bring more awareness and be more active in terms of what's going on with, you know, particular issues in the rainforest Amazon. Well, it's just, it scares me and makes me feel so sad, because in the whole year of 2020, you know, I just saw a few days and maybe a few weeks of the rain. And I'm living in the rainforest Amazon. Rainforest Amazon. And usually we have this, I mean, long time ago, we have this kind of cycle, you know, season. The rain season, the rainy season, and the hot season. Only the two of them. And usually the rainy season goes from October through April, and sometimes May. I mean, constantly raining. But I was shocked because I was living, you know, 3 years in the US working there, and only went to Peru and back and forth to visit my beloved Amazon jungle. But this particular year, the 2020 year, I was 99% of my time here in the Amazon jungle, from January to July. And I was expecting to have this wonderful rain, which makes me laugh and dancing in the middle of the rain, you know, but I was so sad, you know, my heart was broken almost immediately, because I didn't see the rain quite often. The rain in the rainy season. So what's going on? We are in the rainforest, so what is not raining? Why is not raining? So January, full rainy season, 50%. February, full rainy season, 40%. March, the first 15 days, full rainy season, and then done, no more. April, nothing. May, just a few. And June, hot, really, really hot. And no rain anymore. And the rivers, when you walk around, we are close to the river, you know, the Chilcayo River, that comes, you know, from up in the mountains, a beautiful river. But when you see the river now, the Chilcayo River, it's just like a few pee of the baby. Just a few water running down. Up there, traffickers, miners, corporations, illegal loggers, and cutting down the head of, you know, fresh water. Without trees, dear friends, no more water. Without trees, no more water. And Tarapoto people still don't care, because they think that, oh, but we have these beautiful, you know, mountains up there, the Cordillera Escalera, where we have tons of trees, tons of water. No, darling, no, dear, not anymore. And June was a particular month because a long time ago, when I was young, we had most of the time, you know, a kind of, not cold, but just a chilly climate, you know, like a little, like I wanted and loving to put something, to wear something, you know, warm clothes here in the Amazon, up in the north or south in the east of Peru. So 15 days, you know, which is with this kind of chilly weather going on. So it made us feel, you know, like, oh, this is good to know, to sense, to feel. This year, zero, nothing. Hot, hot, hot. 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Every single day. So, and I am here in the Amazon jungle. You see behind me. I am not talking in terms of this intellectual approach. I live here. I sense the heat in my body. I sense the heat in my whole existence. So we have to do something very active right away. All of us, dear friends. It doesn't matter if you are Americans from the US or if I am American from South America in Peru. Because it is affecting to everybody. It is affecting the whole world, the whole planet Earth. So I do keep my prayers as a spiritual woman, but also very active as an activist, as an environmental indigenous activist, teaching my people, bringing more skills, sharing information, bring out the knowledge, the wisdom, and share with everybody, like I do right now. Because every single night before I go to my bed, I just, you know, do my reverence like I am doing right now to Mother Earth, to the sacred mountains of the rainforest Amazon, and put my hands, very close to my heart and doing my reverence again and just pray so deeply to Mother Earth, to the universe, to the stars, to the mountains, to the spirits of the forest, to guide me, to inspire me, to hold my soul, to refresh my brain and my mind, to illuminate my heart, to bring back the old wisdom of my ancestors in order to continue working, honoring, developing, more transformation, more change, more awareness, more sensitivity and empathy for Mother Earth. And every single night, I come out and pray to the sky, extend my arms to the universe, and incline my head and do my reverence, and talk to the stars. I call them my star sisters to guide us, to address our path, to light our way of transformation, compassion, tolerance, wisdom, and peace to everybody. Thank you.